Hi, my name is Earl Varn. I'm a Florida Master Gardener, and I work with the University of Florida Extension Office, and here locally in Sarasota, that's out on Clark Road. What we're going to talk about today is irrigation basics. We're going to talk about maintenance, and we're going to try to show homeowners what they can do at home to help with their irrigation. One thing that we encounter sometimes is we'll try to turn on the irrigation system and one particular zone won't even come on. And so my first immediate thought when that happens is a possible bad solenoid in the valve. And so we'll go looking through the yard to try to find the valve boxes, and more often than not we can't find them. And so we'll tell a homeowner that they'll end up having to get an irrigation company out to have to locate the valve boxes. And the reason is because you can see here, they get grown over with grass. This is what a valve box looks like. That's one type of valve box. Okay, that would be a single valve. And I'm going to show you in a minute here a valve box that has 3 valves in it. But this is also important right here. And you can see the color. The color, it's supposed to be purple. It kind of looks pink to me. But what that means is that this is reclaimed irrigation. The water here comes from reclaimed irrigation. And I think it actually comes from Northport. I don't think it comes from the county. But in any event, it's important to make sure that you keep these clear. Okay, these need to be kept clear. You need to be able to see these at all times. This. Now look over here. This is the neighbor's. This is this homeowner's neighbor, and look at this. I mean, in another few weeks, you wouldn't even know where to find this. So what happens is when you have to work on your irrigation system, and you need to turn the water off entirely to the system, because you're going to have to cut into a line or something, you need to be able to find this type of box, because down in here there is what's called a ball valve, and you just turn it, and it shuts off the water to the entire system. This one would shut off this house, this one shuts off this house over here. Okay, so these need to be kept clean. Now over here is a valve box, and this looks like it's probably going to be 3 valves in here. I think there's 3 zones. I'm sure there's 3 zones at this house. So this is likely all 3 valves for this particular house. But as you can see, weeds and grass are starting to encroach upon it. Okay, I'm going to open this up. These are your valves, and this is what they look like. Okay, you can manually turn these. You can manually turn these on and off, which opens the valves and closes the valves. So it would turn the sprinklers on and off. So in this particular house, there are 2 zones for the turf grass. 3rd zone is for the drip irrigation. Okay, so if I was to manually turn these, all these would come on. Now the solenoids are up here in the top, and that's what opens up the valves. All right. So if the solenoid goes bad, you got to be able to find that solenoid. If these are buried, you can't find the solenoid, and if you can't find the solenoid, you can't fix it. So what you have to be really careful with is all these wires. Okay. These are all low voltage wires. They all connect to the controller. So these wires likely run up along the side of the house. And more than likely, they're probably running along the side of your PVC irrigation pipe. So what that means is if you're digging, you need to make sure where your controller box is so you know that, and you need to know where your valves are, because your wires are likely running along with the PVC pipe, and you could actually inadvertently cut that, and if you did that, it would create a lot of problems. So that's what irrigation valves look like right there.